Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let's do it. We got Teddy here. Not on his bed again. Are we mic'd up? Are we good? Alright, hope everyone's having a good day today. Alright. Well, I'm ready. Hope you guys have had a good afternoon so far. Ready for a quiz and an FRQ tomorrow. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Alright, my music situation is not where it needs to be, so I need to start with that. So, and then we can get this party started. Okay. Bam! Alright, let's see. Alright, tonight we got some Dungeon of the Endless soundtrack. Yeah. Thank you, Dalton. Thank you. I've got, I actually got a new computer, like last week. So I've been, yeah. So I've been kind of playing with the whole format and everything. So you can see that the camera here is also HD. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Pretty cool, huh? I thought so as well. So we're all up and ready to go. Let's do this. Teddy is chilling. We're ready. Okay. I'm gonna start talking and let's get some questions in and we can get after it. Hope everyone's having a good night so far. Man, it is pretty fancy. Yeah. Just move some things around. I've just been messing with the OBS software and seeing what. Yeah. Thanks, China. Thank you. Just got a little light back there. No big deal. Trying to go big. What's up, Ethan Wynn? First time watching Wynn? Wow. Missing out on all the cool stuff. Uh-oh, hello. Come on. This is an easy question. Come on. Here we go. Woo. Let's go, boys and girls. Let's go. Yes. Ooh. Alright. So, this theory suggests that physiological needs creates a state of tension that motivates an organism to satisfy the needs. Okay, so some tricky wordplay here. Okay, I totally get you guys going with cognitive dissonance or drive reduction, but the big key word here is physiological. When they say physiological, we are talking about the drive reduction theory. Remember, drive reduction theory is only talking about physical needs: drinking, eating, sleeping, all that jazz. What may make you feel a little bit better is the fact that not the opponent process theory, cognitive dissonance wasn't even one of the answer choices. So when I'm over here looking at the thing that's like, oh hey, these are the answer choices, it wasn't one of them. So for those of you who put in cognitive dissonance, you would have not been tripped up on the actual quiz and or test. So good. Yeah, not a big deal. I need to apologize. He does. All right. So I got a long one because I gotta put in the answer choices. You do not, but it's one of those things. Sorry. Every time Teddy itches himself, he's had some allergies, I think, and so he's been really scratchy. I've given him some Benadryl and stuff, but he keeps itching. Okay, you're only gonna get this for a short period of time. Trying to get you on all the screens. There you go. All right, you can now see Teddy. So he's been real itchy recently, so I'm gonna take him to the vet on Saturday, see if it's something, because the Benadryl's only helped him just a little bit, which has been kind of annoying. So if I get at him for itching, that's because he's... don't need him chewing himself up. You came at a very not great time, Teddy. I am trying to post answer choices with you here. I'll rub you with my chin. Will that keep you here? Probably not. What do you do about it? Yeah. Okay, I'm doing the best I can, but I'm doing the best I can. No, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. All the things are broken. What's wrong? Is Sakshi's the only one that's not working? I don't know what to tell you. All I know is... Alright, there you go. Last answer choice. Okay. I will focus on petting you now. Are people able to hop back on? Is everyone doing okay? Refresh button is fabulous. Jennifer? It's Jennifer. Poor Jennifer. So misunderstood. Yes, C is correct. Okay, so which of the following statements depicts the concept of incentive theory? Jennifer studies hard because her parents reward her $20 for each superior grade that she brings in. What type of reinforcer are her parents using? What type of motivation are they trying to elicit? Good. Yep. Extrinsic is what I'm looking for. Hey, bud. Hello. Hello. Good, 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 good. Alright. Alright, here's a... I like this question. Let's see if you get your thinking caps on. You're fine, Dalton. Okay. So this question is looking for the different... Let's see if I just copy it like this, how bad does it look? Oh, terrible. Here. Oh, yeesh. Yeah. So you are looking for, on this question, which of the following relates most to the lowest level of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Yeah, I gotta put in the answer choices. Gosh, dog. You're just gonna have to deal with 10 seconds of me not petting you, Teddy. Will you leave during this time? Likely. Nope. Alright, you getting down? Okay. 10 seconds was too long to not be petted. Okay, there are your answer choices. Alright, Teddy. You gonna go back to your seat? No? You're gonna hang out by the door? Where they can't see you? Can you come over here, please? They're paying a lot of money to see you, not me. Come. No? What's wrong? Uh-oh. Teddy, come. Good boy. You sit here for me? They're not here for me. They're here for you. Ooh, tough question, isn't it? All right. The correct answer is the drive reduction theory. Drive reduction theory. Hey, you. Yes, fight or flight would be safety. However, drive reduction theory is physiological. So thirst and food, and all of that. So yes, fight or flight, I got you. Okay? The lowest level though we are looking for is the physiological need. Yep. Yeah, that's a tough one. That one yep. Makes you gotta rethink. Yeah, see? Usually doesn't scratch this easily, but he's been so itchy. Poor guy. Okay. Alright. Booyah. Let's see. Still low-key confused. Okay, so Miriam, all you need to do is you need to go back and look at your pyramid. Just look at the pyramid of for Abraham Maslow, Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And basically, what it says is, in order to reach that highest pinnacle, you are looking to try to get to the top. You want to be at self-actualization, where you are pursuing, trying to be the best that you can be, trying to grow and develop. Like, that's where you can be at your best. And in order to get there, the lowest are physical needs, okay? And those physical needs are breathing, eating, sleeping, drinking, all that stuff. And so the drive reduction theory is all about making sure that we are at homeostasis and taking care of all of those things. So when it's asking that thing, when it's asking which of the following is the lowest, it is the drive reduction theory. Yep. So. Yeah. Okay. So Nayan and Sakshi, both of yours are having trouble. Is anyone? Can you guys just let me know? Is anyone else having trouble with the screen? Oh, FR? I don't know what FR means. Frame rate? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Not normal? Mine's fine, for real. Might be a connection? Yeah. Oh, for real. Oh. Listen, Sakshi, don't you start coming after me, you with your watching AP Psychology streams on a toaster. You watch it, girl. You watch it. Yes, thank you for the updates. But FR could also mean frame rate. I mean, you never know. It could be, that could be what all the cool people are saying. Yep. Is it raining on yet? Are you asking me? I don't think you're asking me. Yep. Alright. Okay, let's do some more questions. Yeah. Sounds staticky. How dare you? I haven't had a chance to listen to it. Do I sound staticky? What? Oh, it does. Yee. This is super bad. No! Is it? No, it can't. Hold on. Let me turn off my computer fan. No, it's too late now. Is that better? No, this is terrible. White noise from my microphone. It's never been this bad before. Or has it always been this bad? Please don't tell me it's always been like this. No. Listen, Sakshi. No, there's no way it's the computer fan. Because I've got... Criminy! This makes me mad. Okay. Alright, I'm going to give this 2 more seconds of trying to sort out, Let me go to my audio. Desktop 2 disable. It's a Realtek high definition audio. I don't understand why it would. This is these like the thing is like when you like this stuff's important to me. Like I want this to work, and I want this not to be annoying for you guys to. I spent. Is it okay? Let me see if I lower this, what ends up happening. Okay, I don't think that worked. I don't think that did anything. I didn't mute it, I just dropped it down like halfway, and then nothing happened. Okay. Alright. Well... Alright, well, sorry guys. See... Okay. We're good. We're gonna go back to actually stuff. What white noise in my room? I don't know what's going on. The mic is too strong. Here, what if I do... Is this better? I'm turning off my Realtek high audio. Okay, test. No, it's worse. Okay, I'm gonna turn off. Okay, my AC. Okay, computer thing is off. All right, here we go. Is this better? Have I fixed everything? I know you don't care, but at this point it's kind of funny. No, it's not better. Okay, well. Alright, well this is what we're going with. White noise for the rest of the stream. Maybe I'll figure out how to... Okay, well. It's not like background noise. I didn't fix it. Is it better? There's no way it's better. I don't know. I haven't changed. I'm going back to this thing. No, the Realtek High Audio is your computer mic driver? No, it's this right here. Or it should be my... No, it's this right here. That's my... That's what the mic is. Microphone. See, now that's coming from the... Now this is the sound that's coming from here, and I don't think... So now it's all echoey. HD Kim. Okay. We're going back to the little mic thing. I don't like that at all. Alright, here we go. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know what people are saying smile and wave for. Alright. Yeah. Yes, we do need a little sensory adaptation here. Where's Yash? Yash is usually ripping me right now because my stream isn't like high quality. That's what we really need. Yash, where you at? You need to come out of the weeds, man. You need to come out and let me know what's what. That's a good idea, China. Dairy Queen sounds pretty good right now. Yeah, it was. I mean, I don't know. Has it made it worse? I have somehow made it worse. Yes, he's probably outrunning. Good guy. Good guy, Yash. Outrunning. Drive reduction theory. Good enough. Yes, that is correct. Uh, drive reduction theory, drive reduction theory, homeostasis, all that jazz. Okay, I've asked like 3 questions on that. Alright. Here we go. Listen, I just want to make sure you guys have... Yeah, in my pod of questions, I realized as I'm going through, I'm like, oh, this is a lot about drive reduction theory. Yeah, GAS? Sure. Yep, so just remember the GAS was put together by Hans Selye. It is simply explaining how we how our bodies deal with stress and kind of the stages and or the phases we go through as stress happens. So we start with the alarm phase where our body gets up, gets ready for a fight, gets ready to fight off whatever is going on. Phase 2 is the resistance stage, where that is the period of time where it's doing the actual fighting, and our immune system is up, our muscles are tense and ready to do things, and then once that is over, we go through the exhaustion phase where our body's used up a ton of energy, and now it's got to rest and kind of get back into a ready position, and so it goes through an exhaustion phase. So there you go. Good. All right, here we go. Yep, that's fine. That works. Yeah, Miriam, it's that curve. Looks like the bell curve. Tough one, eh? Guys a little stumped by this? Sure. Yes. Okay, I can do that. Alright, so... Excuse me. Let me just... Sakshi, let me just answer the arousal theory. Remember, arousal is talking about a person's... what am I saying? A person's optimum level of excitement. So people seek out to reach that optimum level. For Mr. Monk, I came home, got into my PJs, and I was done for the day. Okay, I'd already done all the excitement that I wanted to do for the day. While other people seek higher amounts of arousal or excitement by going out and doing fun things, spending time with their friends. And so you are motivated to do whatever it is you're going to do based on whatever your optimal level of arousal is. So, okay, so that is the arousal theory. What's up, Yash? You made it. Hey, what's up, Weston? What are you doing here? Um, it does have, yes, it is because of cognitive labeling, Samra. Hannah, be nice. Your brother's a person too. All right, so let's go through. Let's just go through the different theories. Let's just kind of like tackle all of them really quick because I like using both of them in order. I like using different ones to describe different things. Okay, so James Longa theory, simply put, you see Teddy. Teddy is your stimulus. It is the thing that is influencing your emotion. For some of you, your heart might be beating really, really fast. You might get a little doe-eyed. You might be like, ooh, like your first reaction is just going, ooh, or whatever. And then you have the emotion of excitement, love, I don't know, whatever you're feeling, whatever emotion you're feeling, love, excitement, all that, okay? Now this, he just farted. Punk. Can't do anything. Just, no one's gonna blame you. They're all gonna say it's me. They're gonna be like, Teddy doesn't fart. He does. Little, he's getting away with it too. This was terrible. Okay, so, um, okay, so, uh, okay, so the emotion stems from the physical. The emotion stems from the physical reaction. So you have a physical reaction, and because of that physical reaction, you have the emotion. So some people might be like, well, we're that doesn't really make a lot of sense because think about how you live your life. Do you feel like um, you have a physical response to something and then you have the emotion? And so sometimes people I have a lot of students who kind of push back on me who are like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like whenever I see a bear or I see whatever, I don't have a physical reaction, and then based on that physical reaction, have an emotion. So one of the major points to the James Longa theory stems from patients who are paralyzed from the neck down. And so basically what James Longa, some of James Longa's theories stems from patients who were paralyzed, and the way that they described how they felt emotions was very different from someone who wasn't paralyzed. And so they would say that like when they got really angry, it was different from how someone who wasn't paralyzed might feel. Like, in my experience, when I'm angry, I feel hot. Like I'm just like you start to sweat a little bit, and you're just like, "Argh!" Like, and it's just like a red temperature. Like whenever you see cartoon animals or cartoon characters that get angry, they get really, really hot, and they turn red. Now, for someone who is paralyzed from the neck down, they don't. They describe anger as more of a cold anger. They don't get that bodily, um, like fury or whatever. So they say they experience anger very differently from us. So just something to think about. So after the James Longa theory, we have the Cannon-Bard theory, which is a little bit more similar to what I think we would naturally assume emotions to be. You see the stimulus, the dog, okay, and then you have both the physical reaction and the emotional response at the same time. Okay, so physical reaction, emotional response happening at the same time. Now, as we move forward, the major thing that you need to think about is your thought processes getting involved. So first you have cognitive appraisal, which is basically just the Cannon-Bard theory with appraisal. No, you don't need to. I mean, it's in the name for Cannon-Bard and what's it called? And James Longa, and also the Schachter two-factor theory. The the cognitive appraisal one, I've honestly never seen on the AP exam, but I like it because I like using it as an extra explanation of what's going on. And then if it ever does show up, you'll be like, we talked about that, because you never know if it'll show up. So cognitive appraisal is like the Canon Bard, except for you're adding the cognitive appraisal piece. And I saw this a lot today when I was looking at people's work, and I need to just clarify some things. I tried to clarify it as much as possible, but in case you did not hear it, cognitive appraisal, that middle step, so you have the stimulus, and then you have the emotional reaction of your heart beating, and your emotional reaction of like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. What you have is you have something that happens beforehand, because everyone's experiences are not going to be the same, and everyone's experiences with the same thing are going to be totally different. So for some of you, you might be like, oh my gosh, Teddy is so cute, this is amazing. And some of you might be like, I've had bad experiences with dogs, like, no, I'm not about this, I don't like dogs. So when someone who has a good experience with dogs sees a dog, they're like, oh, I've had good experiences with them, and then their heart starts beating, the heart starts beating, and the emotion of like, oh, I'm really happy. Whereas someone who sees a dog and has had a bad experience, they might be like, all right, I'm remembering all those bad times or being bitten or whatever, and so now my heart's beating and I'm sweating, I'm afraid. So it's this piece that is dependent on your past. What do you know about what is going on? What do you know about the stimulus or the situation that's happening? And that is going to influence how you physically react and how you emotionally feel. Okay? Let me know if that doesn't make sense. Now, with the Schachter-Singer theory, it's basically the James Longa theory, but with a little extra. So what's happening is you have the stimulus, the dog. Then you have a physical reaction. So your heart starts beating. You begin to sweat just a little bit. Okay? Or you're doughy-eyed. I said you were doughy-eyed. And then you have the cognitive, they call it label. But it's also appraisal. It's checking. You're going back, checking. Okay, what do I know about this dog? Oh, I've had good experiences with dogs before. Therefore, I must be happy or excited. Okay? Now, for someone who has had bad experiences with dogs, what you'll end up happening is, once again, you'll have that heart start beating. Your brain is then going to use that cognitive label. Okay? My heart's beating really fast. What experiences have I had with dogs? Bad experiences. Okay? So I'm afraid. That's all. So that's why I wanted you to do like the step-by-step process and draw those little things, because that is how those are the different ways in which they theorize you experience emotions. Yeah, Schachter two-factor theory, Schachter-Singer theory, they're both the same. All right, what do you guys think? Is this okay? Does this make sense? The activation synthesis theory is not on the quiz tomorrow. That's in dreams. We don't have the dreams questions tomorrow. The difference, the only difference is whether or not it's more like the James Longa theory or whether it's more like the Cannon-Bard theory. In the cognitive appraisal theory, it's just like the Cannon-Bard, but you're adding the extra step beforehand. Okay? Can I explain the experiment with the Confederates with the Schachter-Singer theory? Was that... Honestly, it's been so long since I've read that. They use the... that's the fight or flight one, correct? I'm sorry. I created this little lesson like years ago. Yeesh. Oh, I have it on Schoology. What am I doing? Give me 2 seconds. I'll look at it. I'm trying to. I just don't. I don't remember the story. Let's go. Okay. Give me half a moment. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. Okay, so a group of 184 males. Oh, okay, okay. So you are asking about who? Can you explain the experiment with the Confederates with the shack? Yeah, yeah. Oh, so no, sleep stuff's not on the quiz. It's just everything we've talked about this week. It's everything that we talked about this week. Oh wait, what am I talking about? Oh, sorry. I see what you're talking. I see what you mean. It's the Schachter-Singer theory. It's the Schachter-Singer. Schachter-Singer is the correct answer to the question. I thought you were asking about the actual experiment that they talked about in the thing. I was just about to be like, hold on, there are no Confederates. What are you talking about? Okay, cool. All right, next question. Unless you guys still have, you are still confused by some of this stuff. Mm. Let me. I don't like that this. I need to give you answer choices that will make this question make a little bit more sense. Yep, good summary. Yep. That is in fact what I'm looking for. Good, 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 good. Most of you got it. I just wanted it to be a little bit more specific. Yep, extrinsic. Because, as it says, remember when we were talking about the overjustification effect, you are intrinsically motivated to do something. I really like to play. Oh, here's a good example. So, this happened to me. This was like 4 years ago. Maybe not that long. 3 or 4 years ago, I got invited by a good friend of mine to play soccer on a, like, you have like semi-pro, and then you have below that is like you're not getting paid, but it's a very highly competitive soccer team, and he asked me to go play soccer with a team and try out or whatever. And so I am intrinsically motivated. I love to play soccer. It's super super fun. Um, and so I went and played with that and like tried out with that team, and it was weird. It was like, some of those guys were like going for playing on this team so they could be scouted by other people, and everyone involved just had this like higher mode that they were going for, and it was, you know, and then like when I first started thinking about like playing on the team, I was talking about like, oh, I could like invite some of the soccer kids to come and see, because like as a goalkeeper, I'm decent. Like I couldn't do keep up with those guys on the field, but like they were really good players. I was like, I could bring some of my soccer players to come watch or whatever. It was a terrible idea, and as I was playing, I was just like, the core reason why I still play soccer today is just because it's fun, it's lighthearted, it's a chance for me to get exercise. Man, these guys were so intense, and so the overall like love and the reason why I was doing it was changed, and so um, and so what's happening is your want to do something, the inner just drive to do it is changed for something that is extrinsic, for the glory, for the money, for the trophies, and then you just kind of don't really want to do it anymore. And so that's why it's not the intrinsic thing being changed; it's the extrinsic thing being changed. Does that make sense? It could not be both. Overjustification effect is correct for this question. You're welcome. All right, I've got some answer choices here. Okay, yeah, good work, guys. Okay, so this next one is a doozy. So this is going to take me a second to put out. And then I've got to do the answer choices, so just hold tight. Alright, now you have 5 answer choices here. Oh yes, these are all very long. Alina, I'll come back to that question in just a minute. Okay. Like I said, Alina, I'll come back to you. All right. Researchers conduct a study in which university students are asked to solve a puzzle, a task that all students in the experiment report enjoying before the study. They split the students into two groups, a group that is paid for doing the puzzles and a group that is not. The researcher then observes how often students in each group complete puzzles during their break time when they are allowed to do whatever they want. Assuming that their results are consistent with previous findings, the researchers are most likely to find that C. The independent variable, whether or not the students receive money for doing puzzles, has a significant effect, such that students in the paid group spend less time doing puzzles during their break time. Remember, the overjustification effect says that if you are intrinsically motivated to do something, and then you are paid to do that same thing, you're less likely to do it. So what is happening is the people that are doing this is a fun puzzle. This isn't something reported, a task that all students report enjoying before the study. So this is something that they're like, hey, I like playing Jenga or whatever. And so then they have them do that thing. And what ends up happening is afterwards, one group is paid to, basically talk about it, and the other group is not paid. And, they're trying to figure out, like, who's going to spend their time doing it. The people who have been paid have changed their reasoning behind being a part of that study and doing that thing. And so they're less likely to do that fun thing in their spare time. Yep. 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 Yeah, kind of weird. Um, Basically, I really like this question because it's super similar to what um, to cognitive dissonance and how cognitive dissonance works. But I think if I try to explain that, I'll go down a rabbit hole that I'll never find my way out of. So, um, there's a video. I usually play it, but I didn't have time to this year, of the guy who came up with cognitive dissonance and like the experiment he did, and it was very similar to that question. Um, no, Timothy, that's not why. Yeah. Um, some people like, so that goes back to that old question, a question that I asked before about the what was it, where it was talking about um, yeah, the overjustification effect has led some psychologists to question the value of extrinsic motivation. Like, here's my bit on that, so we don't go too far down here. Um, uh, yeah, I can do that. Teachers. Lots of people say that teachers should get paid more. I don't agree. I let me let me rephrase that. I don't think they should be paid much more. I think it would be nice to have a better wage. I'm not going to complain about that. But the reason why I got into um, teaching is because I enjoy working. This is the cognitive dissonance video here. Um, the reason why I got into yes, clowning around. That's part of it. I do get paid to mess with students and tell them that their hair's messed up. I mean, hello, thank you. I'll take my free money, please. But when you start, what what teaching needs are teachers that are passionate about imparting knowledge and working with students. They don't need a bunch of people who are going in it for the money. Like that, like you've all had bad teachers before. Bad teachers suck. Like it is so hard to go through. Like I mean, it's one of the frustrations for a student is you have 6 or 7 teachers a day, and one bad teacher really can sap your energy, um, from all that, from just a day-to-day basis. Um, and so yeah, just stuff from this week, guys. So it can be really frustrating to have a bad teacher, and bad teachers can ruin kids in a big way. Like they can set them back. I mean, how many times um, have you had a bad teacher, and then you go into in algebra 1, and then you go into algebra 2, and you're like, well, I don't know what's going on. Or how many times have I talked to Spanish or French teachers who are just like, such and such as the Spanish had this person in Spanish 1, and then in Spanish 2, I'm totally screwed because I have no idea what's going on. Miss Till, the sign language teacher, talks about kids coming from other schools all the time, and her being like they just struggle. Like they took ASL 1 somewhere else, and then they come to ASL 2, and she's like, yeah, I actually like expect them to do stuff, and then they're not super great. So, yep. Okay. So to get to your question, Timothy, that's not all the case. That's not always the case. Some people do. Sometimes it takes away the joy, and sometimes it just kind of adds to it. So it is not always the case, and it depends on what you do. And some people do things because there's a lot of money involved. So, all right. Okay. So, Alina, you asked. Um, can you explain the different phases of the general adaptation syndrome? I can. I don't need to. This is not something that you need more of. I can get into um, the different hormones that get involved. So if you think about the alarm phase, basically you're getting more adrenal and cortisol into your bloodstream, and that is going to like raise your blood sugar levels. Like if you have people that are overly stressed, oftentimes they'll also have high blood sugar levels, which can cause problems in other areas. But basically, your autonomic nervous system. That once again, that the nervous system that gets you up and gets going is raised. Your immune system goes up. Your fight or flight reaction, all of that. So then you get to the resistance stage, and it's just, hey, like your it's all of those systems. So that alarm phase happens really quick, and then that resistance phase happens for however long you're doing this thing, and then the exhaustion stage is just the crash time. I'm not really sure what you want more to know. Like the exhaustion can cause like people to be in like more depressive moods. They're generally more tired. Often causes like some type of anxiety. What else are you like looking to know? Is there anything? Because I'm really not gonna. Let's see if I can find you a question that's talking about the general adaptation syndrome, because it's not. Generally speaking, it's not too in depth. No. It's just the stuff from this week, guys. It's always just stuff from the week. Here we go. I got a question. I got a question for it. Oh, that's fine. No big deal. That's why we do this. I explained it again earlier in the stream. Alina. So if you, I don't know where I talk about it, but I do talk about it earlier in the stream. So if you want a third explanation of it, or a second explanation of it, it's there. Get some sleep, Miriam. Come on, girl. I don't have as much sympathy. You've taken my class. You know better. I know it's hard. I know it's hard, but you know that you need the sleep and how much sleep you need. So you got to do it. Got to do it, girl. Resistance. Good. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. Alright, next question. Alright. Get some new music. Cycle through that. What should I listen to next? Ooh, excuse me. Anyone who tells you that they forgot to sleep is lying, or extravagantly extending the truth. Your body doesn't let you forget to sleep. That's not how it works. You can forget to eat. I've heard that, but forgetting to sleep isn't really a thing. Your body kicks you in the teeth for doing that. Harry Styles? No thanks. Sakshi, girl, I understand you have opinions about stuff, but chill, yo. You don't have to be so savage with it. Hey, I'm just, as said before, I'm just spitting truths over here. That's what I do. Listen, also, if I don't know, if you don't have your actual name on your thing, and you tell me it once, I'm definitely gonna forget it 2 months later. So, I don't even know who I'm talking to. I don't even know who you are, Multi One. I don't even know who you are. Yep. Alright. Okay, you are all incorrect. It is not the James Longa theory. Ooh. Alright, here we go. Let's go over it. Melinda went skydiving. As soon as she landed, a handsome man helped her gather her parachute. Ooh. Melinda's heart was beating quickly, and her hands were perspiring. Melinda inferred that she must be attracted to him. Which of the following is a theory of emotion that would best explain the relationship between Melinda's physiological state and her apparent attraction to the man that helped her? Now, this is a great question because it gives you a little bit of a hint of what to do on first dates. Okay? Yes, it's the Schachter-Singer theory. Okay? What happens when your body gets, like, the difference between you being afraid and you being attracted to someone is not, like, the way your body reacts is not super different, okay? Like, that heart starts beating, your palms are sweaty. Like, when you see that super attractive person and you've just done something really exciting, like, you're going to attribute part of that to it. So what you want to do on a first date, if you can afford it, is do something that raises like heart levels. Do something that's exciting. Now I don't recommend that for all dates or whatever, but that will increase a person's attraction to you, because what's happening is they're subconsciously connecting their physical arousal to of just like, oh my gosh, my heart's beating because we just went skydiving or whatever, this, whoo, and then seeing someone attractive. Okay, so there you go. It's big time stuff over here, boys and girls. Big time stuff. All right, here we go. We got another big question incoming. Would a running date work? Yes, Yash. Technically, it would. Congratulations on the new girlfriend, Yash. And yes, that's good. The Schechter-Singer theory is correct. How does it cognitively label? The cognitive label is her checking back at what. Say that again. What is the cognitive label? It was her inference that she must be attracted to it. So what is honestly happening is she is mislabeling. Her cognitive label is actually technically wrong, because she, if you see someone attractive, your heart beats just a little bit and your palms just get a little bit sweaty. But what ended up happening with her is she just got her heart's really beating because she did the skydiving and her palms are really sweaty, and she cognitively labeled that to him instead of to actually what happened. So that is why that's why she's so attracted to him. That's where that cognitive label is. Is that okay? Does that make sense? Okay. The last question I asked is the Schechter two-factor theory. Okay, here we go. Next big question. All right, be prepared. No, because guys, because there's a cognitive label there. She is cognitively labeling. She is checking why is my heart beating and why are my palms sweaty? She sees an attractive human being and she's like, "Oh, the reason why my heart is beating so fast and my palms are sweaty is because of that attractive human being." It's a mislabel. It's still labeling. She's still trying to figure out. She's still cognitively thinking, why am I feeling this way? Oh, it must be that really attractive guy. It's wrong. It's a mislabel. She did it wrong, but she's still labeling. She's still doing that thing. If the question was the James Longa theory, it would be like Melinda's heart was beating quickly and her hands were perspiring. And then it would just be like she then felt the feeling of love or whatever, or she was then attracted to that thing. This inference is talking about that cognitive label. It doesn't matter that it was a mislabel. What matters is that there was a label. This example is just interesting because she's still labeling it. She's cognitively appraising. She is checking why do I feel this way, and then applying it to something that happened, to a specific person. Don't like I'm now really now I'm annoyed that I even said mislabel, because I'm throwing some of you guys off. Don't, like, she's labeling. She is making a she has a physical reaction, and she is now applying it to a thing that is going on. And that is why it's the Schachter two-factor theory. I am not sure how to explain that any differently. So, if that is tripping you up, just know that the questions on the quiz are not that difficult on that. I put that one up as one of the harder ones. Okay, it is already 9:06, so I am gonna call it. Yeah. Cognitive label, yes, Zara. Cognitive label, that is when you're getting to the Schachter two-factor or the cognitive appraisal theory. All right, I'm going to call it there. It is late. This is past my bedtime, so it's not, but I'll be going to bed soon. So good work, everyone. Thank you for hopping on. Really appreciate it. You guys have a good night. Please make sure that you get some sleep. Don't forget about the FRQ as well tomorrow. That is definitely happening. So y'all have a good night. Thank you very much, and we will see you guys tomorrow.